Welcome, everyone, to the Midnight Frogs podcast. Today we are celebrating the revival of Sergeant Frog Abridged, and we'll be talking about some other things as well. Joining me today is Yoshi,
Still alive.
Travis,
I'm dead, though.
and Jacob.
I'm alive.
I managed to avoid drowning. Okay.
I thought that's what you were going to say, actually.
So to get things started, some updates on the Straw Hat. No, Skyward Sword is still active and going about as steady a schedule as I think we've managed ever. We just have some more recording to do, which we could probably do tonight if you guys are free.
I mean, we're pretty caught up. I mean, it took a while to get there, but we are.
I wouldn't mind.
The Bomberman Mega Thread, I just need to record Super Bomberman 2, and that can continue. I don't know if... Yeah, I'm not going to force you to do that, Travis.
You know, it's becoming a tradition at this point, really.
I've had another guy come up. He's volunteered to join me for that one. But I do want you to be in at least Super Bomberman 3, because that's one of the good ones.
All right, I'll try to trust you on that.
I'm looking at Travis's icon like, we're doing Super Bomberman 2.
Back.
That's his face. Like, he doesn't actually say the word. That's just the face he made.
My eyes are spacing apart, and I'm screaming just very silently. I can't even get air at him, so yeah.
Can that be the thumbnail for the YouTube video?
We should do that.
I guess.
Fucking Bomberman!
He never fucking dies.
All right. Feel free to continue.
All right. Also, Ratchet and Clank is on the way. Yoshi still needs to get a new TV and a capture card before that'll happen.
And that's not going to be until I have money, which is never, so...
It's never happening. That's what
Need
he's trying to say.
another new capture card?
No, my capture card still works, but I want a better one.
Oh. Okay.
Who wants to give Yoshi a TV?
I actually have like 5, so...
Don't, please.
Alright.
I did have the idea, since I'm getting a PS3, and it was supposed to come in today, and I also have the Ratchet and Clank collection. Would you want me to just take care of the first one, so you don't have to worry about that?
If you want, go ahead. Have you ever been in it, though?
I never beat the final boss, but you can probably tell me what I've been doing wrong this whole time.
Sure. Get the Tesla claw.
Not now, later. Sure, you gotta do this.
Well, Thor, you gotta hit quarters.
Good podcast material, everybody.
Let me just stop everything. Okay, so to beat level 54.
No, shut up.
By the way, getting the PS3 also means I can do the PS3 Ratchet and Clanks for the thread. I have the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, so
And you can finally play 4.
yeah, I can finally play 4. And I'm also getting Revengeance, so I can pretty much do the entire MGS series for an LP.
You have Twin Snakes?
Yeah, I do have Twin Snakes.
Oh, lucky. I want that game so bad.
Also, Travis has begun his Shadow of the Colossus LP. We're doing something different for this one. Instead of recording a video and putting that up, we're going to be recording a mess of them and kind of stockpiling them. And then when we get near the end of the game, we'll start releasing them so that we don't have this big hiatus, like with every LP.
I'm pretty far in right now. I'm already like a quarter of the way through the game, maybe even more. So, good start.
Yeah.
It was lots of fun doing the first one.
We managed to make fun out of scenes of walking. So I'm pretty confident. Speaking of which, there's another one we're going to do tonight, just saying.
Yeah, we have a lot to do tonight. That's it for the Straw Hat. No, for the Midnight Frogs, I asked this question on Twitter and on YouTube, and I've got some positive support for it. I'm going to be doing an interview series of the Midnight Frogs, the people that aren't me, because I've been hogging the spotlight a lot. Just listen to this podcast and the last one.
Oh, jeez.
It's all me. Who are these other guys? Fuck them.
I'm calling it the Meet the Frogs. John, Code, Travis, and Yoshi are up for it. I don't think Lily's aware of it yet. I'll ask her. And I don't think Revy is either. So I'll ask them, see if they're down for it. Jacob, I might also want to interview you, too.
Sounds good to me. Absolutely.
Cool. So yeah, so you can finally learn some things about people that aren't me. I've kind of become the face and the voice lately.
And I like talking about myself, so this is a win-win situation. Favorite color is orange.
I might have serious questions pointed towards me. This is a very odd scenario.
Yeah.
First question, Jacob. Why do you make those faces?
Because
I want to make
people
friends.
Very good. Question 2.
people seem to like them.
What's your top 25 pieces of spaghetti that you like?
The one I had when I was 4, the one I had when I was like 11 at that pizza party.
Trick question, you're allergic.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. I saved you in your face.
it's true.
How could you be allergic to spaghetti? Anyway, move on.
So yeah, it's good. They're going to be legit interviews, not just focusing on their involvement in Midnight Frogs, but what they've been doing as far as abridging and voice acting since they started. So you'll actually learn a thing or two about them. It's also for me because I don't know a lot about my friends, aside from these guys.
Kind of me.
Kinda.
Mostly these two.
I know you live in a shithole.
Interview over. Thank you, Jacob.
This is an interview. This is just the assumptions, and you just nod.
Yeah.
So you live in a shithole and no one likes you.
Like,
Thoughts on my truth?
what the fuck happened to SF Toes? Oh, gee, thanks.
Then maybe coming back.
Yeah, SFTOs might be coming back, guys.
Yeah, maybe. I kind of don't like this much of like half of the script for the upcoming episode anymore, so I'm gonna get the writers together and rewrite it and possibly just redo the whole thing. So that may be coming back in the future. Don't hold your breath though.
I'm down for more. Down for seeing more. I'm not in it. I'm up for seeing more.
All right, cool.
At least any subject on me is going to be relatively different. So I feel like I've joked around a lot, but I really haven't told much about myself with anyone. So that should be interesting.
Yeah. Travis has quite a backstory.
It's different.
You know what? Seeing how it's you, yeah, it would be different.
After saving the savages of the Congo, I no.
Well, Travis, you already started, and already the cop cars are coming to me, so fuck.
Well, yeah, he saved the savages.
Basically, what happened? It's now we're starting to plot a fugitive. You better run.
Ooh, 10 pizza.
ADD.
So you better run. Ooh, look.
Ooh, look at Eminem.
Also, Travis noticed this, like, I think just last night. SFA 1 is almost to 100,000 views,
Oh, yeah.
and that's shocking.
Congratulations, you two, on that.
Yeah.
Definitely makes you stick out more than the average abridged series, for sure.
Which pleases me quite a bit.
Luckily, it surpassed SFA 1R, didn't it?
Oh my god, I'm most happy for that.
Yeah.
Someone commented just the other day, yeah, on SFA 1, this seems different the last time I watched it. Did they re-upload it? And I was like, yes, they're forgetting it.
Bottom.
My favorite one was like somebody made a comment on the old one. I'm like, fucking, you guys ruined it. Where's all the better jokes? And like, that's
Oh,
like they saw the new version, then they went to the old version. Like, how the fuck did you fuck that up? That's not.
Arm must mean that it was remixed. They decided to edit worse and voice act worse in it.
Right?
What a weird decision.
Right? Like, and let's limit ourselves. Okay, let's use Windows Movie Maker and a can.
Sorry, we turned off auto-tune and now we're using Windows Movie Maker.
I was using Vegas.
They're not that bad.
Hey, this is actually pretty good.
One guy's like, yeah, this is fucking entertainment. Bullshit about those remakes you did, though.
It's always the weird point when people just say, oh man, episode 13 was one of the better ones. I'm like,
That's still funny.
That go in the corner.
Fill it in the mouth.
Shut up, Mr. SFA 13 is the best one.
I never said that, you pile of ass.
You said it was in your like top 2 or 3 though. You said it was one of your favorites.
Since like a certain time.
You mean since last time we asked you, which was last time we had a podcast?
You see, when I fuck up, nobody lets it go. Ever. Like, you guys will still be talking about this shit like 10 years from now.
That would make sense if that was true, but this only happened maybe 3 weeks ago.
Hey guys, remember the time Jacob was like SFA 13 was the best one?
I was like 6
And I
or
love this
7
picture
months.
of Rainbow Dash.
It's like sick. Let's move on.
Good times. Anyway. 100,000 views, a pretty nice accomplishment considering.
Yeah, a lot of digits in that number.
I end up just pointing out the fact that it's interesting how you got that many views considering how different it is from the Average Bridge series. I mean, having someone watch a series based because it's a lot like the other ones and involves people, that are from other ones, like anything related to Team 4-Star, makes sense why they have views. But they have something with a completely different writing style, no censorship, and everything tends to be much of a darker variety. Yeah, I find it interesting.
Never thought it would ever be like this. Never thought it would actually be real. Thank you.
Is that a song?
No.
Oh, okay.
He actually feels that way, Jacob.
But I do have a horrible singing voice.
Look at him being all modest.
I don't know. I saw someone on Tumblr posted, so that screechy guy from SFA, he could sing.
Yes, I fucking said that.
That screechy guy.
That
Screechy
screechy guy.
The screechy guy. And I'm like, okay, I see how it is. I'm the favorite.
That screechy guy.
Usually when I sing a song, everybody's like, oh my god, Yoshi, you're so good. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm fucking god-awful. And I saw like a Tumblr post, and they were like, wow, the screechy guy from SFA can sing. And I'm like, thank you.
I'm glad you got
was
Gilbert
hilarious.
Gottfried on your show.
Oh my god.
And I was just kind of, after I read it, I kind of looked at it for a bit, and I'm like, am I screechy?
I'm the house inspector. Good
Like-
house.
Do I sound like a fucking hand puppet all the time, guys? You didn't tell me? No, I am not.
Okay, how would, if they didn't know our names, how would they vocally describe, like, the three of us, I guess?
Let's see. I'd be the screechy guy, apparently.
Thorn is everyone.
I'm everyone.
And I'm boring.
Or they just know you as Giroro, that's it.
Yeah.
The fuck? Go away, Lester.
And Travis will just be known as Travis.
It's just a Travis moment.
Or Raiden.
Or
Or
Birdie.
Toro, because apparently everyone likes my Toro more than they liked my Garu.
Well, it was pretty good. I always thought that Yoshi would have made a good Toro, but yours was really good.
I actually was like thinking of doing his voice because I kind of had like a little thing I could kind of do, but fuck it, Travis is already like amazing at it, so like, oh, let him do it.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, the Screechy one's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. Screechy McScreecherson could do a voice or two.
Screechy McScreecher Town.
I said sick.
I'm going to
But
take
that
you
is
to
where I-
down
but
to
that is-
Screechy Town.
However, that is where I'm from, apparently, also known as New Jersey.
That's it for the updates. Now we're going to talk a bit about SFA Reset, which came out just last week. Some of this I explained in the revival clarification, but Travis wanted to go over it again since now we have a group to discuss it. The backstory for why SFA Reset even came about. First, whatever happened to Tamers. Yoshi and I think it was like in November, we got together and brainstormed it and came up with a lot of really funny stuff, including more than at least one inside joke.
Yeah, I think I was crying by the time we were done.
Yeah, I know I was.
Like, and oh god.
None of you would get it, but
No, we can't even tell you.
They made a pact that night. They carved their name in each other's in a tree and put a big heart around it, and it was great.
and then we got the chainsaw when nothing happened.
Yeah.
It was a love-hate relationship at that very moment.
Then I started punching a dead squirrel. I don't know what the hell happened.
Why did you die so early in life? They only have like 4-year lifespan. Still!
I know senior year sucks, but come on.
Clear!
But really, all that happened was that nothing happened. That's really it. And then Yoshi decided he just doesn't want to work on video series anymore. So the idea just got canned.
I was like, oh, that's great. Those are some great jokes. All right, let's actually try writing it.
No progress. We got together like what, twice?
Yeah, once or twice.
And we got what, a page in?
Because when we keep watching the videos, we're like, okay, they go there.
How do we start this? Who speaks first?
Did we even have a beginning? I think we just had like random scenes.
I don't think we ever found out a good way to start it.
I think we had a middle part and an end.
For some reason, I have this image in my head of you two like brainstormers, like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Several hours later, it's like two sloths holding pens, just laying there. And you're like,
Oh my god.
please, picture drawers, draw a picture of Thorn and Yoshi Sloth in a writing session.
Oh, this one, Agumon does.
It's
not in this one.
He's not even in this one, stupid. You can't even join it.
Obviously, you weren't there, you jerk.
Stupid head.
I don't know shit about Digimon. I am sorry.
So then 2 months later, roughly, I was looking through my Sergeant Frog Abridged folder on my computer, and I came across a video file that we had intended to use, but never used it. And I watched it, I thought, this would actually be pretty viable abridging material. And then I was looking through TV tropes, and I found the page for missing episodes, and I got to thinking, why don't we just do a fake missing episode just to do it again? I really want to do it. 2 seconds later, fuck it, let's just revive the whole thing. So the reason SFA is back is because I just really want to do it again.
It's just a really bad habit of us. We get really long-winded about us saying, oh, it's over, and then 4 months later, we're back. So movie, like Yoshi going like, I'm leaving. 4 months later, he's back. And then Thorn's like, we're ending the series. 4 months later, he's back.
Yeah, just like
No, that wasn't. It was 2. It was just 2 months after 18. Because here's the thing, though. Is the thing, like after we ended it, because like he started talking about how like, oh, I might bring it back. I was like, all right, cool. Maybe like in a year or two. No, 2 months later, I'm like, wow, that was fucking fast.
it kind of reminds me of the gap between SFA 5 and 6. We're like, guys, we're gonna be on a hiatus. Don't expect a new episode for like a few months. New one comes out next month.
Yeah, I think we have no idea how to take a break. Is the idea?
Workaholics, y'all.
Well, with SFA 6, it was because that was the abridging contest.
Yeah, the abridging contest.
Right.
So we had an incentive. By the way, we never got the prizes.
Oh yeah, remember we were supposed to get like one Yu-Gi-Oh card or something stupid like that we would never use.
What an
Something
asshole.
like that.
I don't even
Yeah,
care.
nobody got the prizes, from what I hear.
Fuck, I didn't get my fake trap.
Wow, are you saying that people on YouTube are inconsistent? No way.
But it was for the Winged Dragon of Blue Eyes Exoda Ding.
Thing.
How come everything you say, Yoshi, makes you sound like you're 83?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, then
Everything's got a, you kids and your Exoda Bing Ding and hula hoops.
Well, I have a lot of old technology because I'm poor, so
You're
yeah.
still running DOS. Nerd joke, yo ho ho.
what his computer actually does is it transfers our voice into like text to speech voice. It can't actually handle a Skype call. It's just
I
like,
actually don't know what they sound like. I'm just reading the text right now.
yeah.
Okay, Jacob is gonna toast. Jacob, what the fuck are you talking about?
No, I'm not saying toast. I'm saying English muffin.
It says toast, so you're saying toast.
How do you know what I'm saying now?
Because the paper says toast, Jacob. God.
Okay.
So anyway, with
That's
toast
a
in
great
mind,
show you should all watch.
Where was that going? Oh, yeah,
This
SFA.
this is how our writing process usually starts, just screaming at each other, and we're like, we'll use it.
I know when we finished SFA, quote unquote, we had this big spiel about all of this, and then in the revival clarification, I mentioned SFA's finale came about just kind of at the end of a rough both season and semester of college. So by the end of it, it was just a case of let's just get this over with, which I don't know if you guys have ever done anything in that mindset. It doesn't exactly put you in the mood to do more. So the series just needed a break more than anything. But I think saying, okay, we're just done with it, and actually being done with it is a little more effective than saying we're going on a break. Because then when we're going on a break, you kind of have to go back to it at some point. And there wasn't that pressure, which was very nice.
So it basically means that if we ever say we're going to end the series, don't believe us.
If we talk a lot about it, it's coming back eventually.
Yeah. See, we just don't have it in us anymore, and Yoshi's not writing for various reasons, and okay, he's back.
Yoshi actually isn't writing for it, though.
Just wait, you guys.
We're being long-winded, though, about it. We'll see.
One of these days, we're going to come back, and we're going to make Paper a Bridge 2. You're going to love it.
We're going to fold it twice. Does anyone even remember that?
I do.
You have to be in the cool kids club for that one.
I remember. You folded it like you did the paper, and then you went, yeah. I think.
He did bring up a good point that now that, and this is going to make me excited, now that we've brought it back, please tell me we're going to make a musical episode now.
I was joking in the video comments. That's probably going to be the first one I write with you, Travis.
Yes.
Knowing you.
Because there is a musical episode, but from what I remember, but it's kind of short or something. So if anything, you could just take that episode that is not even close to a musical, but make it music-y.
No, we're just going to take whatever episode and make songs for it.
Yeah.
That's it for the backstory. Now for the actual plot of SFA Reset. How many of you guys followed or right to the lead up to SFA Reset listen to the Ask Giro Doro blog? Because if you did, you should hopefully understand what's going on. It's kind of an adaptation of Future Kululu. Just by having the mustache, he can time travel. That's really the entire secret with that guy. And, of course, he lives in a dollar store. Because, yeah, why not? So they're basically just going back to these specific points, mainly in SFA 16 and SFA 18, where something big and really stupid happened, and trying to prevent it. So HQ becoming suicidal, and Keelily telling everyone in the world to kill themselves. That was undone. So now everyone in the world and the universe is alive. So that can, we can actually bring back some other aliens. And SFA 18, Garu is alive because the Dororo fucked up in a different way this time. Still took out the building, but he didn't kill them.
You can only bend time so much.
Yeah. And then at the end of Ask Gyrodor SFA, they found out the time lock was weakening, but really inconsistently because Earth's air pressure was still normal. So people were being blown off of buildings because it was so intense, because everyone's at a different time frame. So that they had to undo the time lock as well. So now everything is, as the title says, reset, except for the character development. I know someone asked about that. I mainly wanted to continue the development that had happened and not completely undo everything. Just only undo the things that prevented the series from continuing. Just resetting everything would have been a cop-out. And no Kogoro.
Fuck no. I'm not even on the writing staff, and I'll say no.
Hey, at the very least, we can say maybe Garu and the platoon might come back at some point.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to have Garu back.
They have to come back.
That also means that Todd's still alive.
Yeah.
I was actually sad that he died in 18.
Went out pretty quick, too.
Oh, yeah, and the Tamama's baby. I keep forgetting about that.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically like Rosemary's Baby, but a beetle did it.
So wait, actually I do have a question. Since Tamama went back to Beetle Jesus and was like, shut up, does that mean she's not a believer anymore? Or
She was never really a believer to begin with. She knew she was having a hallucination. She was just doing it because she was bored.
Oh, okay.
That's Tamama for you.
So yeah, we said the development's still in place, there's just not much.
Well, Tamama didn't have much anyway. It was mainly Kero, Giro, and Doro.
Big thing that I always emphasize, at least in 17 and 18, is Doro takes less of everybody's shit, which I like better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, at the end, in the post-credits, there were a couple of new voices. Should I just go ahead and say who they were?
You put him in the credits.
He put him as credits as other voices.
Yeah, I didn't say who they were.
But even so, you could tell. Oh, never mind.
I put them in the credits because they had voices. I didn't put their names. Because I was leaving it a secret. Like it's a big secret. I already said who they're going to be.
Exactly. Anyway, go for it.
All right, the male character was Shirara. I'm still deciding how I'm going to voice him. That's kind of the idea I had going. And Travis and I are working out the character. We've got a really funny idea going.
It's pretty damn ridiculous.
Yeah, and the girl that was Tempe voicing Nui, I don't know exactly how to pronounce it. We have an idea going for her as well. We're still kind of fleshing out what else we might be doing with her, because I have an idea, but I don't know if we'll go quite with it. I thought Tempe did well as a character, so
Yeah, you did great.
we'll see. But for now, yeah, the Shirara Corps are going to be in Season 3.
So we're Snake and Raiden, apparently.
And Snake and Raiden. Don't know if we're going to bring in Naked Snake.
This is the same person.
Because I like Snake and Raiden as they are.
Maybe you could bring in like another Metal Gear Solid 3 character, make them interesting somehow.
You know what I find kind of weird is that the fact that if you look at the comments, not many people were saying mysterious voices and knowing who they were. Like, oh, good, have those people back. Most of the comments are like, oh, good, Snake and Raiden are back.
The only reason why I watch this show.
Thing is, I don't know what I'd do with Naked Snake. He's basically Snake.
Well, see, I like what we're going with it now because now Raiden and Snake are working as a team.
And
To do
harmonizing.
things. Yeah, harmonizing.
Duh.
You could like
I love that.
you could bring in like young Ocelot, maybe.
That's a thought.
Just
Maybe-
one split second, he pops up and just smacks himself in the face with his own revolver.
Yeah, because young Ocelot is the biggest piece of shit. So you could do a lot with him.
Young Ocelot sounds like Travis's Raiden.
Pretty much. We do have Tits McGee in the third one.
What? Oh yeah, Eva, Uva, whatever.
Uvula.
Otacon wasn't in the third one.
If he was, he would have been crying.
Yeah.
There's that one time with the picture of Otacon's dad. Does he count?
I would have laughed. I would admit I would have laughed if in Snake Eater at some point during your whole conversation with everyone else, you hear a ham radio come and it's like Otacon as a child.
What?
Someone on this end, Bogey? Who is this? Otacon, do you like anime?
No.
That's it for SFA Reset. Next, some things about the SFA 1 April Fool's redub that I put up today.
Oh yeah.
This is actually a really old idea Yoshi and I had. This was just after we did the original SFA 3. So we had the idea in, I think, August 2010.
Yeah, right around there.
I still have the recording. I was listening to it last night. It kind of makes those old, really shitty scripts kind of funny.
Really?
Just because, you make those dumb lines voiced by the completely wrong voices. So, like, you get, like how I had Guroro voicing Aki in this, I was voicing her in the recording, so you have Guroro talking about his boobs. Better be thorough! Oh, no, it was the whale who was Aki.
The whale.
The whale.
The whale!
For anyone who remembers that. Yoshi compared it to, like, a creepy guy in prison who rapes other prisoners.
The rapiest of the rapers.
The rapiest. So that's why the idea happened. I don't know why I decided to finally do it for this one, but it happened. It was fun.
The funny thing is that it's been so long since I voiced Birdie that I almost had difficulty despite it being my normal voice. And also, for some reason, I thought I was doing Lesbian 1, so I was very tempted to just have a Birdie version of the squeal, just like, eee.
You just imagine that, like, okay, you ready to voice Birdie? Yeah. Want me to watch that? Wait, that's not right.
Well, I have a bad habit now of going way deeper with him, so at this point I'm like, oh, I just need to talk normally.
You became Birdie. Congratulations.
I was always Birdie.
You were, but now you became.
I still need to go to a drive-thru and try it out.
Without the car and with the spiders.
What?
Gotta have that big, just mask on, big bird head. Looks all serious. So as soon as I pull up, I just stare at them for about 15 seconds. And that mask, just blankly.
And they just put the food on the beak. Like, have a nice day.
Then it just falls into the ground
Right,
outside the car, and I drive off.
You walk away and leave. Like, well, you didn't need it, so I guess we don't need this money.
Also, Lily's little song at the end, that wasn't planned or written. That was just some improv she did just off the cuff that I heard in the middle of the recording. I was like, that's going in the end. Fucking actual credits. Let's just have her sing.
She was
I
getting
noticed
so
a lot of-
excited during that whole thing.
There was a lot of improv in this, I noticed,
Yeah.
especially from Travis.
Yeah. Travis improv both takes that I ended up using.
I did normal takes, and then I did improv takes, of course, and of course these. I was actually did normal piano for hours, like dun 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 dun.
Right, it rocks.
Oh shit, I'm out of time.
That was my favorite one.
I love that song. If Ryan was in that episode, would his voice just be clanging on a piano then?
I guess.
He's just playing the piano with his face. Ow, ow, ow.
That'd be the Kiriru Mellotron.
Yep. Oh.
No, like not by playing piano with his face, not like slamming his face into the piano. It means he means like touching his face like it's the keys on the piano.
Poked my eye. Ow, 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 ow.
That's pretty much everything about the April Fool's video. Just an old idea. It was fun.
I actually,
The Lily's take, she's just cracking up like the whole time while she's doing it, which made me laugh.
She had so much fun recording it.
Yep.
I actually remember like back when I still watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged when Lil Karibo made like the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! With all the voices switched. I think that's what happened. Yeah. I was like, you guys should do this. And then I kind of forgot about it for all those year or however long it was. And then I've subconsciously been wanting an episode like this ever since.
I didn't know he made one.
I'm pretty sure it was him.
I know One Kids and everyone did one for it. Like, I think it was Pokemon Bridge episode 6 or
yeah.
so.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't Lil Karibo, it was them. Right, I remember
Yeah.
now.
We had that idea like a year or two before they did theirs.
Oh, I remember you mentioning that, actually.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, why'd they do it before we did? And then 2 years later, oh yeah.
By now, people forgot, so.
Yeah, let's do it anyway.
I think the only reason we never did it the first time is because we just couldn't get together to actually do it.
I remember, like, really way back then, like, the very first April Fool's thing we did was, like, a crossover switch or something with, whatchamacallit, fucking...
It was just an idea, a possible crossover with Azumanga Daioh Abridged.
Yeah, them.
Oh my god, it was them?
It wasn't it wasn't going to happen.
Oh.
I asked them and they said no thanks.
Okay.
Because remember, this was back when we only had one episode out, and you know which one.
Yeah. Because, like, I remember you guys were talking about a crossover back a while ago, and I was like, if it was with them, I'm disappointed it didn't happen.
Yeah, you're thinking of C Team.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna go anywhere. I'm not doing.
Has, like, 3 times the subscribers as them now. Well, to be fair, they release one episode a year.
Kind of like Jetters.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Travis and I have been saying for the last 5 months we're gonna do another one.
The thing is, we write bits and pieces of things that we could add to it. They're just gold, but we just don't get around to doing it.
Well, it just seems more like you guys want to do other things, because it's not like you don't want to do it. It's just that you put your work, your energy into other things you do together. So it's more like, yeah, we'll get to Jetters some point.
Yeah, it's because the only time Travis and I are together, we have LPs to do.
Mm.
Some information about the upcoming season. I don't have a specific date for when it's going to start. I'm expecting either May or June. Anime Boston is in May, and I've got a lot of finals in May, so probably not then. But I definitely want to do the episode 19 in summer at some point. Yoshi isn't writing for this one for real this time. Like, he's not going to be coming back later. I sat down, had actual talk with him, and he really doesn't think he can go back to this.
Yes. Loser.
You sound like you were going to go, like, on a big explanation, like... Yeah, he's right.
You know what'll happen if he does.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I was, but it's just like I was like, oh, hang on, I gotta give this link to Teppy. Okay, now I explain. Well, you see,
He's gonna go back to writing now.
after I punch Travis in the tits, what I want to do is, you see, okay, now I'm I'm super excited and proud of what happened to Sergeant Frog Abridged. Like, I never thought it would be this. I never thought I'd have all these friends. I never thought I'd have all of you nice podcast people here listening into our stupid little things and our show about frogs and whatnot. And you really like it, and I greatly appreciate that. And I'm super. It's incredible to see how far this thing got. It started, it ended, and it came back, and it's just amazing as to, like, we've done Straw Hat No, we've done the freaking one shots, we do a lot of things together, and it's just fantastic. And when we actually did end it, I was actually kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not excited, more like kind of ending a chapter in my life, I guess. But at the same time, I was slowly losing interest in Sergeant Frog in general and whatnot. And I already started a new project by the time, what was it, 16? I think we started 16 or 17 when I dropped out for like 1 or 2, whatever it was. I already started doing that, and I had more fun just like working on the audio, because again, you're not as limited as you are with audio. You can do anything. With video, with a bridge specifically, you have to work with what the footage got you. And if you don't have, you could have like a really good joke and it can't work because a lot of factors go into it. You can't edit it right, or you didn't write it properly. Lots of shit like that. So I just want to stick to doing audio things, which is what I've been doing on all 3 of my Tumblrs. Mostly just audio skits and stuff like that, and they've been getting some attention, actually, especially as of late. Oh yeah, I'm actually finally going back to college. Not going back, I'm starting college. Starting it next summer. And, it's been a year and a half since I've been out of school. I haven't I haven't done anything with my life ever since I graduated high school. The only thing I've done, besides SFA and a bunch of other things, is attempt to get into college. And, well, it took forever, but now I'm fucking in there. I'm in a community college. It's a start, going for theater. I'm trying to get my life back together. I really want to just start, I want to start getting money so I can help them with, like, my family with bills and shit. And, a whole lot of things. It's not that I'm too busy to do Sergeant Frog. I just don't want to do it anymore. Doesn't mean I'm not going to do Caro ever again. I'm still, doing that. I'm still voicing. That's really what I do now. I just voice and write shit. I've been doing that for, weeks, months now. That's all I do. Yeah, and it's lots of fun. And since I actually want to get my own TV show out there, like Sergeant Frog was super important to me. I never really considered myself a funny person. I still don't, actually. But I'm glad to see that, like, a lot of my dumb little jokes, a lot of people laugh at, and they're like, that's great, haha. And seeing how far we got, just seeing how far it is right now, this is incredible. Like, now Sergeant Frog continues, and even though I sit from the sidelines and I just voiced a frog, it's still incredible to see just what it is now. Sometimes I just look at the video views and I look at the subscribers, and it's just incredible. I took a stupid idea about a fucking frog, a show that wasn't even that popular here, and now it's this. It's wonderful, and I'm glad that you guys really like the show. And I've been backpedaling here and saying the same things like 5 times in a row now, but you understand. And I always have a fucking speech every time we do a podcast nowadays. Next podcast. Well, you see, I'm really proud of all of you guys. Yeah. But anyways, I just want to get my shit back together. I'm still doing my usual stuff. I'm not, dead or anything. For some reason, you guys thought, like, we were no longer friends? I didn't quite get that.
SFA was all you're good for. I'm leaving.
Right? I was like, hey, Thorn, I don't want to write for Sergeant Frog and Bridge. This just in, Thorn and Yoshi broke up. And what?
There was a divorce. You missed it.
We were married?
They actually had to put me down, so...
Jacob was sick. It was the only nice thing to do.
Yeah. It was quick and painless.
For me, at least.
But yeah, SFA was a super important moment for me. Now, I love writing. I love writing little comedy things. I always used to like come up with little stories and shit, but I never like put them up there because who cares? It's just some guy who just got super lucky, and I'm so awful in doing live. Just be like, oh, I'm on the spot here. Shit. Thank you, everybody.
I'm going to Canada.
I'm going to Canada now.
Lucky.
But yeah,
Canada.
I might not be writing for the show, but I'll still be around. Not gone.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody, very much.
He now works for Sergeant Frog part-time. We'll put it that way.
In a way, yeah. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, you were a good squeaky guy, Yoshi.
Screechy guy?
Whatever.
Both. Whatever. I was the squeaky guy. Girl, whatever.
The squeaky thorn.
Hey, that squeaky is pretty good.
Well, you were also Skarmory, and that's about as screechy as it gets.
Oh, Skarmory.
It's been a while since your last Pokemon thing, and I'm wondering like how much you've improved even since Black and White Abridge or Best Wishes or whatever. Because even though that's still pretty good, I think it holds up. I just want to see how much you've improved even since then.
That is his response.
It's more like I'm holding in a burp and that's how I let it out.
I thought it was like your thank you, just like it's good you're sticking around.
I thought it was a lie. I thought he said something wrong again.
That was a word.
I thought you were like,
Jacob, stupid.
Yoshi isn't writing for the new season. I was talking with Travis, doing a bit of brainstorming with him, and he basically drafted himself to write with me. And I told him straight up, you know what, you're writing for this.
I'll do it when I can. I'm one of those people that's basically doing the life thing, like Yoshi's doing. So my time's limited, but I usually try to be productive in those times. So I will try to get involved when I can.
Like I said, the Shirara Corps are going to be in this new season. I don't know how many of them there are. I think there are like 6 episodes with them. I'm not going to have the entire season be just them. If I want to do another episode, I'll do another episode. I have one in mind for right at the front. And I know a lot of people have been asking, yeah, the movies are going to be at some point. I don't know if they're going to be in the season itself or I'm going to do them separately, but they are going to be done. There have also been some questions about Tama's baby, as we mentioned. I have an idea in mind, and I can work out that. But for the most part, I've been forgetting we ever even did that joke. So we'll see. And also, Travis suggested this, and a lot of people have been asking this in the chat. Momoko, she's not coming back at this point, because the only reason she's gone permanently is because her voice actress doesn't have a living situation that allows voice acting. If Brandy ever did get a chance to voice act again, she's welcome to come back at any point, and then we can revive Momoko whenever. But if there's any point where like Momoka's in the shot and we can't get rid of her, it's going to be Puppet Momoko.
More voicing by me.
Rada.
Yeah, I get to do more improv, which is always fun. And oddly enough, they call him the screechy one, considering I did that voice.
Yeah, really.
I think it's mostly because my screams are loud as shit, and because I did Skarmory, I think that's about it.
Oh man, I'm gonna have a bad habit of calling you the screechy one now. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I kind of like it actually.
You need to change your avatar
Because when I saw the comment, I'm like, huh.
You need to change your Skype name to the screechy one and put a Skarmory with a straw hat on.
Screechy guy.
Yeah, Tempe is asking, does that mean I get to draw Mpreg? And Chompake, I don't know how to pronounce that, says, I hear you guys call Tama a girl quite often. Tama was a girl in SFA, so it wouldn't be Mpreg, Tempe. It would be regular Preg.
Reg Preg.
Reg Preg.
Regular Preg.
J Preg.
Is there a word for regular pregnant?
I think it's called
Preggy.
I'm gonna start saying that now. Hey guys, my mom is regular pregnant again.
She's
Reg preg.
I'm gonna say the whole thing, not regular pregnant.
Irreg preg.
She's just regnant. Sounds like a synonym for like smelly. Regnant. Probably is a word.
That's my mood bubble for the week.
It's almost like someone saying, "Do you like or like them?" It's just like, "Are you preg or reg preg?"
It's like to pass a note, check for yes or no. Are you regular pregnant? M pregnant? Pregnant?
J pregnant.
Or you're just pregnant?
All right. Question time.
Pregleg the pirate.
Yar.
All right, these two questions are kind of the same. PT Piranha, will we see Joriri again? And Meeper45, will we see Puru again? Them showing up along with any character depends on them being in a good episode. I'm not adverse to it because we made both characters pretty damn funny. So it's always a possibility.
Let's say if we did say yes or no, it'd be too much spoiler and it wouldn't make it interesting. So even if they did, yeah, I don't know if saying would be that great. Although, yes, we do enjoy writing for them, if that wasn't obvious.
Toad Titan asks, how do you get into Karoro / Bomberman in the first place?
Oh, that's me. Okay. Well, I was at a Barnes & Noble's, and I saw there was mangas, and I was like, oh, Sergeant Frog. This looks stupid, and then I put it back, and I picked up a One Piece one instead. And then, like, I heard that Funimation started doing Sergeant Frog, and I'm like, oh, shit. That'll be great. Let me look at that. And then I did. I was like, this is funny. I wonder if there's a bridge for it. And, well, here I am.
That's it.
And then Thorne's like, no, but I'll help.
Pretty much. You see the show? No, but I'll help you. Okay.
As for me, I think I read about it somewhere. No, I saw the books in Barnes & Noble as well, and I thought the same thing Yoshi thought.
You just pick it up and put it back down. This is stupid.
I didn't even pick it up. I just looked at the picture of Karo on that saucer bike. I thought, what is this shit?
Back when he was all fucking fat and he was shaking and his
He just looked at him. No.
back when he was all fat and his head was shaped
Yeah.
like a freaking circular pencil.
The same Barnes & Noble on the other side of the fucking country.
Right? He just got up and got up and flew all the way to California.
Thorne is basically Yoshi in an alternate dimension.
That would explain a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Wouldn't?
It would to me.
It would explain how you two seem to somewhat clash with your personalities, but you still get along so well.
Once you meet each other, you see like these tears in the time-space continuum. You're like, yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
That's why I felt an earthquake when they hugged at Anime Boston.
It's okay. There was like 47 Doctor Who cosplayers. We were okay.
Right.
No, that wasn't an earthquake. That was just the shaky camera.
I wasn't watching the video.
Then how
Oh my
do you
God,
know, Jacob?
We're dying. Stop shaking the camera now. Okay.
It's basically the old Star Trek convention. Like, oh no, earthquake! Whoa!
Then it actually did happen. Oh, fuck!
It doesn't look like an earthquake anymore.
So yeah, I saw the shitty book. And then same thing as Yoshi, I heard Funimation was bringing the anime to America. I watched it and I actually liked it. So that's how I got into the series. And I actually got into it before, like a year or two before Yoshi first asked for help for SFA. As for Bomberman, I actually played Bomberman 64 and Bomberman Hero when I was a kid. I think a guy who I thought I was a friend, turns out he wasn't, was really into it, so I decided to check it out. Kind of a bleak intro to that, but yeah, that's how I got into Bomberman. It's a part of my childhood, which is why I keep giving it so much chances, and it keeps abusing me like a wife.
Okay.
That and being rather explosive.
I didn't know Fat Man when I was a kid.
Yeah, he had that name as a kid too.
I'm Fat Man.
No, this is a guy none of you would have heard of.
For some reason now I just imagine this guy's like 800 pounds, like, hi, I'm Fat Man. Nice to meet you.
No, I think he's even skinnier than I am.
Which makes it even more ironic. I'm Fat Man. No, you're not.
Travis, are you into either Kero or Bomberman?
I heard of Sergeant Frog beforehand. I'd heard of the anime before I even saw the manga, but I had kind of the same thought processes where I'm just like, wow, this looks like it's for babies. No, thank you.
I didn't think it was for babies. I just thought it was retarded. Like, what the fuck is this even about?
Bomberman, I played very little of it, honestly. It was one of those, obviously, because if you watch during Let's Plays, I don't know what the hell's going on. But I played very little of Bomberman, to be honest. Although, I think I'm a little bit more receptive to Sergeant Frog. I'm not much into series that focus too much on breaking the fourth wall. And that's what we always kind of felt like Sergeant Frog, where I was like, the narrator's funny, but it kind of takes me out. So I'm not really... It's okay. But still fun to write for, I'll admit that. The answer is I'm not really that much into either one, but that just makes my opinion more interesting.
What about you, Jacob?
Well, when I was like 13, when I first got on the internet, like started using it like it's a religion like I do now, I found these animations. Actually, you guys made fun of her. Blue Mac and Cheese. I liked it when I was a kid, and because I was dumb. Then I looked back at them 2 years later. Well, for those who don't know, she did some Caro animations with MS Paint, and they were bad. Then I went back to them 2 years later. I still liked them because apparently I was still stupid. And then I was like, have they dubbed this yet? I looked back and they didn't do it before, and I was like, wow, they did dub it. Then I watched the first 2 seasons, and I got addicted to it for about a year. And I found SFA, and then I kind of lost interest after a while, but it's still a really good show. I could still probably go back and watch it and enjoy it. As for Bomberman, if this counts at all, I played Bomberman Live, and I was like, this is a cool game. That's it.
Fair enough. All right, next question by an artist complex. Why was SFA Reset changed to a special instead of a season? Mostly the title. It wouldn't have made sense beyond this episode.
Plus, it's nice to have that kind of expositional set and kind of standalone, I would imagine.
Yeah.
That way it doesn't really affect the pacing of how the story would go from there.
It could be like for anyone who ends up really hating Season 3, you could just think everything before SFA Reset is a cutoff point, and anything after never happened.
Really up to you, though.
Are we really going to have fans like that, though? Season 3 does not exist? This bullshit?
Although we see it in shows a lot of times, like, oh, only the first couple seasons are actually good.
Like, they just pretend like one season did not happen ever.
We kind of, I guess you guys kind of did that with some of season 2, I suppose. Some of it.
Well, remember the quality of the episodes tends to correlate with how much fun we're having. And we weren't having a lot of fun, but I'm having fun again. So it should still be of a good quality. Lauren47 asked if we'd be doing the Caro Gunsa movies. If so, which ones? Whichever ones. I'm probably going to do the first one first. It might go in order. Just whenever it happens, it'll happen.
They really don't have much continuity. Other than like a recap for some reason. Like, this is what happened in the last movie. This movie has nothing to do with that. Okay, here's the movie. It's okay.
Carol Common asks, do you plan to have more than one season, and will you have fan calls? I'm going to keep doing it for as long as I enjoy doing it. So probably. And will you have fan calls? Maybe. Last one actually went pretty good. I think that one was just kind of oh no, that was to celebrate SFA's birthday.
Yeah.
That was actually when I announced SFA would be coming back.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I was at that one. Never mind.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah,
there was something about corn that I was.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop talking about this literally rancid corn I ate.
God.
I still don't think Travis has forgiven me.
Jacob, sometimes you just need to shut up. God. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be having consistent fan calls. I might have them again though. Last one went pretty good.
Yeah.
Fargo294 asks, I can't find an adequate video editing program, and I don't have money to purchase one. Any recommendations? You have no chance. You're going to have to pirate it, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There aren't any good free ones that don't put the watermark in the corner.
Or, like, if you want to start a series, you could find an editor. Like, find someone who has...
You could also do that, too.
Yeah, like, you don't have to do all the work.
Also, I know some people have modded Windows Movie Maker to actually make it useful. Or it's so limited in what it can actually do at the core of it, though, that I just wouldn't recommend it because you can't go further than, I think, one video track. And what use is that?
With a bridge series, that's useless.
Lauren47 asks opinions on Kururu. I don't like him. That's why we changed his personality.
He's yellow.
He's very yellow.
I don't know who he is, but I assume I hate him.
Kurulu.
Oh.
She spelled it Kururu. I read it as it was.
You guys and your stupid...
It's the same fucking thing.
It is. It's like people that call Luffy Roofy.
Ew.
Come on.
I like the people who called him Luffy.
Luffy. I remember watching one of these professional ones where it's just like, and I'm just enjoying this series. Monkey D. Luffy. I'm like, you've never seen it in your life. They only say it 500 times per episode.
Maybe they read the manga and are like, his name is Monkey Luffy.
Anyway, I don't have an opinion on him. Because all my thought process on him is the SFA version of the real one.
Well, just remember, the original version is annoying. That's why we changed it. Next question. Fruitful Quest asks, are you going to continue to run the Gyrodora blog? Yeah, I just need to... I'm going to focus on starting the season first before I go back to it, but I don't intend to end it yet. And Tempe asks, a question we get every podcast. What are your favorite jokes from SFA? And a new spin on that, are any of them your own?
See, we've answered that question a lot, but I'm going to go... I like the, if any of them are your own. We should probably go around and say which one is the favorite joke we made. The one I wrote from 6th is a classic. It's the stereotypes one.
Oh, yes.
How many planks does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Well, it was yours technically, but a misheard one.
God, I need to rewatch this series.
I haven't seen it in forever, but the one that I wrote, that's funny. That's my favorite.
I guess the more direct way I could ask mine was, what joke did I write that you guys liked?
I know Yoshi liked me.
That would probably be better because I'm fucking blanking here.
It's just been so long since most of us have watched the old episodes.
Literally, the last episode I watched was the first one.
To record for the April Fools.
Yeah, so I can record for the April Fools, and then I saw the April Fools version of the first one, so...
God, I don't even know. I liked a lot of the jewelry lines I came up with. I liked the stupid song I made Caro sing in 2 remake.
Oh, I remember one. Touch my toes, then I cry at night. That one was mine.
I liked your art.
My art?
Just saying. Your art. Yes.
I thought you said. I thought you got cut off. Like letter R. I mean, I what?
I liked your art in episode 8.
Oh, thank you. I put Tempe to shame with that one, honestly.
Next question. Let's see. Were there any rejected jokes?
A lot.
Oh yeah, a good bunch. Can we remember any though?
I can't think of any. I do know there were some funny things we said during the 17 and 18 brainstorming that I didn't go into the script, but I did reuse for reset. Like, Dory, you don't know how helpful I was. Oh, the way Kara says, bro!
We'll say something funny. It just might not be appropriate initially, but maybe later.
Yeah.
That's how a lot of Jetter's writing goes, where it's like, we can't use that right now, but we'll definitely save it.
Probably if we still had the, do you still have the vault? There's probably some, actually, now that it's back.
I'd never get rid of the vault. What I was going to do when we moved to Tamers was just move the vault to that and change the characters.
Hmm.
The rejected jokes, we're not probably thinking about them much because they probably weren't that good to begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I think rejected jokes, I mean jokes that we just like, we're like, no, that's stupid. Let's go with something else.
And we forgot those.
You will not laugh.
Yeah, we forgot them for a good reason.
We do tend to spend a lot of time on one joke trying to find the right way to phrase it.
Yeah, and sometimes like keep going, come back to it later.
Well, sometimes jokes turning into selling because we end up coming up with a joke, but then if we sell it the exact right way, then it works. Because otherwise, it's like, no, that won't work. And then we'll go, no, wait, if we do it like this, no, okay, now it's funny.
Oh, Tempe asked, have we ever fought over who came up with the joke, other than that one time about the friendship bracelet? I think a couple times. I have all of the script writing recordings, and I tend to remember who came up with what. Usually, I think that was the only real time.
Yeah, I can only think of the one with the bracelet. Because it was on a podcast and it's recorded, and you can hear us going on for like 2 minutes about it.
Any games/animes you're looking to get for 2013?
I want to get the BioShock franchise,
Yeah.
especially with the new game that came out.
I want to get BioShock Infinite. And once I get a job, I think I'm gonna be buying more games because I've hardly been playing games at all recently. I want Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't know if that's gonna be coming out this year, but
Oh, I want that too.
I'm getting back into the swing of things though, because I have like a whole bunch of games I still haven't touched, especially on Steam. Like I have the whole Grand Theft Auto franchise. I got the Assassin's Creed 2, which I still haven't touched, even though I beat the first one.
There are 2 games I'm looking
Borderlands
forward
2.
to this year now. No,
No,
Two
I was
games-
just adding to my list.
I was like, oh, thanks for adding to mine. Now, there's 2 games I am really looking forward to this year. They're not out yet, but I think they will be out this year. One of them I'm not quite sure. The Last of Us for the PS3 looks pretty damn awesome. And the one I'm even looking forward to more than that is the DuckTales remake. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. that's a thing. I forgot.
Okay. Can't forget Pokemon X and Y.
Oh, yeah.
I need a DS for that.
I
Like,
need a 3DS. I forgot.
I had a friend from work showing up every day, and he's like, guess what I have? Pikachu 3DS. I'm like, shut up.
Dude, good for you. You leave.
Good for you. I'm going to rob you.
But I was gonna say something. What else?
Anime-wise,
I don't know of any that are coming out this year.
I guess when the One Piece movies actually come to DVD, the 10th and 11th one. That's
Yeah.
about it.
I still need to see Strong World.
I have Strong World. I'll let you use it because it's a digital copy. So
Yay! Does
I
that have the subtitles or?
yeah, it has subtitles.
Okay, cool. Because I think I'm on movie 8 or 7.
I really want to see Z though. I mean, I hear it's really
Oh my
good.
god, Z looks so fucking good. But as for other animes, like my anime phase ended a while ago, a long time ago. So
Yeah.
I've been watching that stuff for long enough that it's hard to gain my interest as much anymore. There has to be something that's different.
Yeah.
I get really bored with series that feel like clones of other ones. I mean, I hear it's good, like Sword Art Online is good and all, but I'm like, it looks like a lot of other stuff.
Yeah, like I've just been avoiding action series like altogether. Really, I've been focusing more on comedies. That's how I ended up finding. Actually, I just found Sergeant Frog randomly. Azumanga Daioh because I know Thorne liked it, so I gave it a try and I liked it. And this one manga called Kadocha. It's a romantic comedy drama, and it's amazing. Probably my favorite manga.
Besides One Piece and Hajime no Ippo, probably One Punch Man, but that's a manga. It's fucking
Did I-
hilarious.
Did I remind you of that again?
Yeah, you reminded me because I like a few weeks ago I found it and I read like every single chapter. I was just dying.
God. Having a character that's the most... I like the whole theme of that. Being the most powerful thing in the universe is really boring.
Yeah.
And I like how his training just consists of normal shit that anybody can do.
Yeah, I love that build-up. It's like, do you know how I got my powers? 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, and a mile jog every day for 3 years.
And now I can punch anything and everything dies.
God.
And the art is incredible for and like I like how like the volume 2 cover it has like Genos in front of it, and then like in really small in the background you can see One Punch Man.
What I love is that he lets these bad guys build up these areas like they're gonna be super powerful, and he just goes bop and kills them.
I like that one chapter where they approach that giant building, and he's like, "All right, let's go inside." No, I got it. Destroys the entire building, and there's just a staircase on the bottom. It's like, we could have gone in. He's like, "No, this is easier." Well, you're right.
All right, let's go.
I'm not into anime, so I could tell you which albums I'm looking forward to.
Me too. Music has kind of taken the place of video games and cartoons in my life.
And nobody gives a shit, so we won't talk about that.
I was listening.
I was willing to listen for the 50th time.
I don't talk about music with you.
No, I mean like on podcasts. Usually when there's like, oh, let's talk about this album, and I'm like, okay. I don't know that song. I think I know that one.
I have one guy at school I could talk about music with, and every once in a while I'll talk to Thorn with it. Talk to Thorn about it.
With it. Talk to Thorn with it. Hey, look.
Good.
Crack that whip, dude.
Hey, look, nanobots, it's Thorn. Let's talk with him. Fruitful Quest is interested.
Okay, new Chrome album that should be coming out this year. MGMT have a new album. Elvis Costello, backed by this R&B group, The Roots. Looking forward to that. Never heard of them. That should be cool. New Black Sabbath album. I know Jacob's looking forward to that too.
Oh yeah.
Sparks are putting out their first proper live album. I have that pre-ordered. Looking forward to that. And I just started listening to them recently, so I think I'll check out their new album. Yes, have a new one coming out.
Yes.
Everything else I've actually purchased and listened to.
I just like how quickly that started out. Well, one guy wasn't okay, so the Chrome album was just.
He's rocketed right into it.
Well, my made me laugh because it was basically Thorn saying us to shut up. It was just like, okay, anyway. it's like okay, sorry.
That's why I want to do the interviews, because that happens.
Tangents.
Now I could put it in a situation where that won't happen.
And as for me, this month actually has quite a few albums. Tomorrow, I think, a new album from Jello Biafra and the Guantanamo School of Medicine comes out. That's a long-ass title. I know Deep Purple's coming out with a new album. I heard one song from it. I don't really like it that much, but I'll give it a try. Polka Dot Cadaver is coming out with a new album.
Oh, who are they? Black Angels?
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for that too. I heard a song. Sounds cool.
Yeah, the whole album is already leaked. It just has to officially come out.
I'll rip it properly from the CD.
Okay.
I pre-ordered it.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, I did like David Bowie's new album. I give it about an 8.
Seems everyone liked it.
In space.
There's a couple silly moments and kind of loses focus halfway through, but one of his better albums in a long time.
Yeah, Megadeth's coming out with a new album this June. Really looking forward to that. They don't have much bad work, so let's see. I have a list.
Fall Out Boy went somewhere?
Yeah, Fall Out Boy broke up years ago. Now they're back. Who cares?
Now with less
A
hair.
lot of people do. That's who, Jacob.
Who matters cares.
Hey guys, did you hear about My Chemical Romance?
Nobody likes them.
Well, they broke up.
Yeah.
Like this year. So
yeah.
I guess you could say it's time to move to biology. I tried.
Okay, let's see. Judas Priest is apparently releasing this year. Their last album wasn't that great, but I still have hope. David Draymond's new band Device is coming out with their debut album next month, and I've heard 3 tracks. It sounds really good so far. Oh yeah, Rob Zombie too.
See, I heard the first song from Device. It sounded like Disturbed, but with the generic pseudo-industrial electronics. It doesn't sound particularly special.
Yeah, it's nothing different, but David Draymond's one of my favorite vocalists, and I mean, I don't really dislike anything from Disturbed ever since after from 10,000 Fists on, so not gonna dislike it, I'm sure. This a cappella metal group called Van Canto, they're coming out this year.
Oh God, I'd love to hear their album.
Right?
No, I've heard them before. They're good.
No, it just sounds silly in my head. Just all of them pretending to be the instruments.
That's basically what they're doing, but it's kind of awesome at the same time.
But it's just the thought that's going in my head. I just think they're the worst. But they're probably
Dun 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 dun.
It's more like rataka-dun-dun, stuff like that. They're epic. I love them.
The band you guys need to listen for is K-Ninus.
Okay, what?
K-Ninus. The lead singer's a dog. It's a metal band. I'm not making it up. Google it.
Fuck, people are asking me questions, but I'm still on this one.
Look up K-Ninus, and there's also a band from oh God, I think the Netherlands that's a dinosaur metal band for kids.
That kind of rules.
They all dress like dinosaurs, and it's amazing. I gotta remember the name of it. I'm looking it up. Yeah. Oh, they're from Finland. No, they're Finnish. Wait, I gotta make sure this is the right one. Apparently, there's more than one.
Where all the dinosaurs live.
In Finland.
Like Patrick said in that one episode.
Finland. Okay.
They're called Heavysaurus.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to look this up.
What do their songs consist of?
Rar.
I didn't know Code Black was in it.
Yeah, this is the right. And the weird thing is that they're in dinosaur suits, but they wear like metal outfits. So they have like a T-Rex with like long metal hair and like leather on and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done with my last question. Apparently, I got like 10,000 others for some reason.
Well, first I want to talk about albums that have already come out.
Oh, go ahead.
No, but seriously, I want to talk about them.
Yeah, go ahead.
For it.
That's why I said go ahead.
I was gonna stop you.
Johnny Marr, The Messenger. That's my album of the year. It's really, really freaking good. Another band I discovered, Anthony Fantano from The Needle Drop did a review of their album. Sounded like something I could get into. It turns out this album is amazing. Ice Age, You're Nothing. If you're at all into punk rock, post-punk, or gothic rock, or even hardcore punk, you're going to like it. It sounds like they mix everything together to where it sounds kind of like they came up with the sound by themselves and they're the first ones to come up with it, even though you can hear the influences. It's just that good. David Bowie, Next Day, loved it. My Bloody Valentine, MBV, came out. I like this one as well. If you liked Loveless, the first half of it is kind of like reaching for that Loveless nostalgia. Then the other half, it sounds like they actually took a few steps further, more into electronic territory, and it sounds really good. I played the last song in the pre-show as well. Wire, Change Becomes Us. Wasn't expecting another good album out of them. Turns out it is pretty good. And here's why. It's re-recordings of songs from 1979. Another band Anthony Fantano reviewed that I discovered, Kvelertak. They're a black metal band with rock and roll and hardcore punk influences. Their new album, Mirror, is actually really good. I didn't expect to like it, and I did. Probably because there's no silly keyboards. It's just all guitars, some really sweet riffs and guitar leads. Check that one out. Suede, one of the quintessential Britpop bands. They got a new album out, Bloodsports. Also a pretty good one. My problem with it is it sounds kind of like radio-friendly rock and pop more than like that kind of sleazy neo-glam that they did back in the 90s. But still a good one. Also, I gotta mention this one because I didn't expect it to be this weird. The new Adamant album. Anyone remember him?
A bit.
He's got a new one out. It's called Adamant is the Blue-Black Hussar Marrying the Gunner's Daughter. And it's just as long-winded and stupid as the title. It's ridiculous. It sounds like he was recording half of this several steps below his own skill level, and then the other half he was just kind of meandering, and then at the end he did a Nine Inch Nails song and then a proper rock song. It's so patchy and so stupid, and only a handful of really good songs. Definitely pick it up. It's so dumb. It's kind of awesome at the same time.
I was only thinking about the Boomerang character.
Adamant?
Yes.
That's what it's based on.
What?
Oh, could be. No, Adam, not Atom.
Yeah, but I'm sure it was based on it, though. Not necessarily spelled that way, but...
Oh, yeah, I think he took his name from, like, a Bazooka Joe comic or something. Oh, no, he had a band called Bazooka Joe. Never mind.
Guys, if you need to look up ridiculous bands, I've heard of a lot of them. Another one you need to check out is Ninja Magic.
I think I've heard of them.
It's like an 80s glam metal band that's all ninjas from, like, Canada.
Where all the ninjas live.
With lyrics like, when a ninja strikes once... Or no, when lightning strikes once, a ninja strikes twice. I was like, that's just gold.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that somewhere.
The way of the ninja! It's
I thought you were going to say the whale.
The whale of the ninja!
The whale!
No one saw that whale coming.
And now we're dead.
I just imagine a whale with like a samurai sword sneaking up to some feudal lord underwater. It just crashes into the side of Japan and dies. Here I come to kaboom. Oh, Psycho Sticks. Yep, ridiculous songs.
Yeah.
Just give me the fucking address.
They're ridiculous, but they're actually good.
They're skilled.
The new They Might Be Giants album, I liked it, but that's about it.
Because they might be giants. That's the reason.
I actually like it more the more I listen to the better songs on it, but it's still not their best by far. Okay, for me, my list is much shorter. The Black Angels' new album, Indigo Meadow, it's really good. Like I don't listen to a lot of psychedelic rock, but these guys are fantastic. But let's see, comparing it to their older albums, it's certainly better than Directions to See a Ghost. I mean, yeah, I think that's what it's called. And their last album, Phosphine Dream, but it still doesn't even come close to their debut, Passover, which Thorn, you need to like buy that album. It's beautiful, fantastic, one of my favorite albums ever.
Which album?
Passover.
Passover. I will look that one up.
And another album, Clutch, their new album, Earth Rocker. It's just good rock fun, like stoner rock. It's really good. Lots of really catchy songs. I think that's probably my favorite album of the year so far. They Might Be Giants and Nanobots. I already went over that. Steve Souza, the former lead singer of Exodus, came out with a new band called Hatriot. It's really brutal thrash metal. Their debut album, Heroes of Origin, was pretty freaking good. His voice is certainly going because he's basically sounded like a gargling Bon Scott for years now, but it's still pretty brutal and it fits the band perfectly. So Hatriot's first album is also really good. And finally, this glam metal band that I kind of like called Crash Diet. Their new album, Savage Playground, is not that good. That's all I have to say about it. And that's my list.
Music.
The music list.
Music.
It's like I'm doing music shopping while listening to this now.
Now it's like my turn because I know I have like 50,000 questions in here. No, they seem to be short though.
Do you poop?
No.
What else would you recommend from the Black Angels, Jacob?
I didn't like Directions to See a Ghost, but you might. It's a lot like more noise rock than their other stuff. It's not my thing, but you might like it.
That is kind of my thing.
And Phosphine Dream was also good. While their first album was very war themed, this new one is very mellow. Just really chill music. Other than that, they don't really have anything.
Okay.
Jacob, are you high school or college? I'm in high school. I'm a senior. I'm graduating next month. Do you like voicing HQ? Yes, I do. It's a lot of fun. Any chance I get to be an SFA is always a good thing.
Yeah, I think by this point it's fair to say you're a Midnight Frog by now.
Yeah. Jacob, if you could live in any game universe, where would it be? Probably Pokemon. I know it's
where I live.
my game. But probably Pokemon. It's a standard answer, but I do like it.
To hell, I'd rather not live in fucking Pokemon world. Somebody catches a Mewtwo, we're all fucked.
The funny thing is that all the dangerous gangs in the world can be taken care of if you just catch something strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hanging out on the street. What are you gonna do about it, Lucario? Fuck, run.
Okay.
Well, I caught a Zapdos like 5 years ago and level 40,003.
What's your favorite breed of whale? I actually have the blue whale. It's actually my favorite animal. What do you think of your friends? I love them. Jacob, that was adorable. Thank you. I don't know what was adorable, but
He will never know.
Jess, please remind me. What's your favorite type of media? Music? I guess.
Is it music, Jacob? I couldn't tell.
It might be social media.
Wood carvings.
Garbage.
Those little marks when you rub a couch the wrong way.
What?
The way your cuticles look after you chew on them.
It's like on some couches with a certain like fabric, if you like brush your hand on
Subject's getting boring. Subject.
You see, Jacob's a couch doctor.
But you know, okay, here's my point. We have an audience here, and we're like, well, you see, couch techniques. I'm like, no, we're not going there.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, guys.
What are you talking about?
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Like, you know what couches have fabric?
I'm
You know
done.
you know what? I'm going to talk about the next 30 minutes about pencils. Do you guys want to hear about that? So what? So the Ticonderoga. No, I'm not doing it.
Did you know that plastic originated from?
It's trying to explain.
I think by now we can end the podcast. We have Yoshi, Travis, and I have things to do, and I still need to eat.
Okay. Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah, thanks a lot for listening in, guys. We'll catch you again when SFA Season 3 begins.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Fuck off.
By the way, I'm not singing.